the Know, sponsored by Empowered Players,
Papa Jim's, also sponsored by Blue 53 and Gia Italian Restaurant.
Good morning, FLUCOs. Today is Monday, December 2nd, 2024. Alongside
Savannah.
I'm Ruby, and this is In the Know.
The spring play is Twelfth Night by William Shakespeare, a comedy of love, mischief, and mistaken identity. The play that inspired the movie She's the Man. Auditions will be in December. There will be an info meeting this Wednesday during FLUCO Win. For additional info, see Mr. Edgerton.
Any student wishing to try out for soccer this spring who is not in the off-season Google Classroom should go by room 3109 and speak with Coach Davis. Winter conditioning will begin early in December, and you want to be eligible and have all the needed information. Now let's take it over to What's for Lunch.
What's for lunch?
What's for lunch?
For today's lunch, we have PB&J or yogurt combo.
Guess what?
What?
What do you call a corn dog that believes in magic?
I don't know. What?
A unicorn dog.
We also have corn dogs and corn dog nuggets.
Baked beans.
Green beans.
And a cookie.
Back to the anchors.
Empowered Players, located at the Carysbrook Performing Arts Center, would like to present their showing of Annie Jr. and the Sound of Music. Annie Jr. will take place on Sunday, December 8th at 3 p.m. and contains a cast of K through 8th graders.
The Sound of Music will be held on Saturday, December 14th, and features many students from our own high school. These showings are $5 a ticket and can be purchased online or at the door. For any questions, email empoweredplayersvirginia@gmail.com.
Now let's take it over to an episode of Classroom Connections.
So, my name is David Small, and I am currently the television production teacher and the leadership teacher at Fluvanna County High School. I got into teaching because I had a teacher in high school who had me work with some pantomime for Virginia School of Deaf and Blind and some students there. And it was just a hugely rewarding experience. I always liked acting and things, but I enjoyed teaching it even more than I did performing it. So that's kind of what got me into that teacher in high school. So I'm currently on my 33rd year teaching, and I've taught at Fluvanna County High School. That's where I first started teaching. And I then went to Charlottesville High School, and I taught theater there. And then I came back to Fluvanna County High School, and I'm doing television production and leadership. Like I said, my favorite coworker, that would be my wife, Miss Kelly, is my favorite coworker. I like birding. I go and look for birds, and I like caving. I like going underground and exploring passages. I especially like teaching in the high school because students are at the precipice of the next season of their life. And it's kind of neat being around young people when they're at that next stage of life and working with them and hearing their creativity and hearing their stories and hopefully encouraging them in the things that they are already good at that they want to go into. Yesterday, a student asked me, do you like coleslaw? And I told my wife this morning, I said, that's just the best question. What other occupation would you have where someone asks you, do you like coleslaw? Out of the blue. So that was a good one. Other questions students ask me. I always love how do you do this? And it's like at that next level, and they're wondering, how do I do this next thing? So it already shows that there's a spark there, and they're asking, how can I go deeper in it? That's exciting. I think one of my favorite projects that students do in television production is the experimental film, because it kind of stretches the way that we normally view films, and so to create something that is not linear and is more of just their ideas and thoughts about something, it's like getting a glimpse inside something they've been thinking about, which is exciting to see how they capture that. For this school year, one is that personally that I would make sure I take time, like I did last night, to go walk in the woods, because that's a great reset for me. And just to, I love being out in nature, so just reminding myself. I always like to try to keep something I did in the summertime and bring it into my school year. And so I hiked a whole lot this summer, so I want to make sure I incorporate that. So that's one thing. In my classes, I would say just to make sure that everyone feels that their voice is important and that they are an important part of the team, whether it's in my leadership classes or in the TV production classes. If there's students who kind of are off to the side, and sometimes students like that, to be a little bit on their own, and I understand that, but just to make sure everyone feels included, that I engage with all my students in class. So.
Thanks, guys, and that's all we have for you today. I'm Ruby.
And I'm Savannah. And now you are in the know.